Hey man, standing 5 feet back, that thing looks nice, blah, blah, blah. I say that every paint job. We done did her on this one, guys. Holy crap.
Scientific minds we have today.
Colbert, Speedokote Refinish Network. We have got a good one for you guys today, man. We got my old Lexus RC350 F Sport on the channel. We did some touch-ups on it last year. I ended up actually selling it to the guy that actually helps me out now. Buddy of mine, Ben, he actually is on the back scenes, helped me prep all these cars, helping get them together, and we just decided, hey, we're gonna go ahead and spray the whole car. You know, the whole car needed a full respray when I had it, but I just didn't really want to put that kind of energy into it at the time. I am known for my quacky tape jobs, and I'm not saying this ain't quacky, but it's definitely less quacky than what I normally do. We went ahead, we skirted the whole car, skirted the whole thing. That way no overspray gets underneath the car. You know, just helps out the job a little bit. This whole car is sanded down with Speedokote abrasives 800 grit. Look at the sheen on that. Okay? And the sheen looks like that before you put your base coat down. You select the Speedokote Extra Slow or the Slow Reducer. You get that base on perfect. You're going to have a nice job. Products we're using, we got the self-etch primer. Go over a couple of these burn-through spots. Amazing. Spray it on. Doesn't need to be sanded. Put your base coat over that. We got the Speedokote Jet Black 9700. And then the clear coat, I think I'm going to be going with the SMR 42. It's a little bit of a kind of cold. It's raining outside, so kind of humidity in the air, blah, blah, blah. But I think this is what I'm going to go with. I'm going to explain later what that color blender is for, because I got a trick up my sleeve that's going to blow you guys away. Reducer, we're going to go with slow. Might splash a little fast in there, make it like a medium. But anyways, that's what we're using. Alright, so some of you guys are probably wondering what the color blender was for. So lately I've been kind of getting into a rhythm of whenever I got cars that I'm not doing a full 2K primer job over the whole car, I go ahead, I'm going to grab the spray gun, we mix up some color blender, we went ahead and we just dusted some of the color blender over top of those primer spots. And basically what it does is it just provides basically like a clear sealer over that area. And it's going to make what you're putting your base coat basically all one smooth transitional film that is going to allow your base coat to actually lay better down onto. Automotive painting is a multi-layered process. You have to make sure that each individual layer lays down properly and mostly smooth. You want to make sure that if you're using a primer sealer or a color blender or something of that nature, that lays down good. Your base coat lays down good on top of the primer and or your color blender, and make sure that your base coat comes out smooth. And if all that goes well and you're pretty good at clear coating, you might have a good paint job. Now, a couple things when it comes to clear coat. One thing, how you know you have a true high solids clear is watching the bubbles come up to the top of the cup after you shake it up and mix it really slow. And basically that, speed is going to get slower and slower the thicker and the higher solids the clear coat is. The SMR 42 is definitely not as thick as the SMR 32, but it's definitely one of the thickest, highest solids clears we have, and it does an amazing job. So now down to the application. So the application, the only thing we're trying to do is get a full seal over the base coat on the first coat. We're not going super wet. We're not trying to slick it out. We're just trying to provide a smooth, even layer for the second and the third coat to lay onto. And this first coat of clear, I'm going to let this set up really nice. I'm going to let it sit for about 20 minutes. And this is basically my seal coat. Then every coat on top of that is going to be the build coat, and the slick coat. This is where we're going to get the gloss, the shine, and the smoothness. All right, so here you guys can see the ugly. Here's the dry spots. We got some really dry spots on the first coat. And, obviously, as you guys know, this is the YouTube page where we show the ugly. We show the nasty. We're not, trying to look good on camera. No. I'm showing you guys how dry this first coat is. Now, here's where the magic happens. You guys see how slow I'm moving that gun and how that clear coat is really starting to slick out once we're piling on that second coat. This is how you do a paint job. Okay, guys, especially with high solids clear, that second coat is really going to start to shine things up and slick it out. As you guys notice, I've pretty much completely changed how I paint cars, especially when it comes to clear coat in 2024. I have now started to basically just walk the gun all the way up and all the way down the whole car, every coat of paint and every coat of clear. What this will do is it'll create a lot more of a smoother finish and a lot more of a consistent finish. It will help reduce the risk of runs. Because if you're panel painting and you're going panel by panel, at some point you're going to get a double up on the clear, and you better hope that it doesn't run. Now, moving forward to the dry spray, as you guys can see, second coat, we cleared up a lot of that. Now, we did do a third coat off camera, but as you guys can see, already second coat, we're starting to see some magic. This is what happens when you be patient and you trust the process. All right, so y'all all know my rule. Hey man, standing 5 feet back, that thing looks nice, blah, blah, blah. I say that every paint job. We done did her on this one, guys. Holy crap. I thought the Genesis looked good. Oh my gosh. All right, sneak peek. And then that's it. We're gonna untape it, show you guys the rest of the reveal. All right, that's it. That's it. Catch you guys after the reveal. You guys have it. Speedokote primer, Speedokote base, Speedokote reducer, Speedokote clear. 100% Speedokote job. And I gotta say, when the stars align, your car's gonna shine. When you use these products start to finish, every single job that I've done Speedokote start to finish, these are the results I have gotten. It is truly incredible. This just looks absolutely immaculate. Guys, this is black. Black is going, you know what they say, black will give you the heart attack. You know, you give it out in the sun and they don't look too good anymore. This is out in the sun, fully exposed. And look at this thing. Look at that. Unbelievable clarity. Speedokote SMR 295 aerosol self-etching primer. If you do not already have it in your arsenal, go ahead, buy it. It is a lifesaver. Last thing you want to do when you're getting ready to do a paint job is break out the spray gun, break out another PPS cup to mix up some kind of special etching primer, 2K this, blah, blah, blah. Just grab you a little bit of the Speedokote 295 in a can. Done. Easy as that. Dries in 2 minutes. Done. Put down your base. You're good to go. This is just their generic black base. This has been on the website for over a decade now. It's a great product. However, if your car is another shade than black, we have the base coats to get you done. We can mix up almost any color in the world as long as our system allows it. Get the same exact coverage as we got out of this black. You do like one little tiny dust coat just to kind of get some paint sealage over the primer spot. One nice wet one. And then if you want to, spritz a control coat over the whole thing with some slow reducer to kind of get that flow out you want. Just like we did on this, and bang, you're done. Remember guys, more expensive base coat, we are definitely not the cheapest base coat out there, but more expensive base coat equals less labor on the painter, especially when you're doing a full body paint job. The less times I have to walk around this car, walk around it, and keep, it's less labor. It's very, very crucial. Let's talk about the big elephant in the room, the SMR 42 Clear. Not really the big elephant in the room because we had it on the site for about 2 years, but I gotta say, out of all the paint jobs I've done with the SMR 42, this one probably takes the cake. It was the perfect storm. Fast activator with, it was about 55 to 58 degrees, so we got that nice flow out, not a lot of texture. And for those of you at-home painters, you gotta remember, you're gonna get little dust nibbies, right? This is a great clear coat for you DIY at-home guys. Why? It's high solids. What does high solids do? Buries the dirt, okay? When you come in first coat, there are gonna be little tiny micro nibbies everywhere. And you come in the second coat. All right, now you're starting to bury them. You bury about 50% of them on the second coat. You do the third coat. 90% of your little tiny little nibbies gone. This is top dog clear if you guys are trying to paint your car at home. Look at these quarter panels. Look at the trunk. Look at the quarter panel. Look at the door. Look at the fender. No noticeable trash. It is clean. Part of that is it's not the environment we were spraying in, blah, blah, blah. It's because that clear coat is so thick, it's going to bury the dirt nibs. Oh no, man, I'm not going to say this is like my best job I've ever done in my career of painting cars, whatever. But this is definitely up there. This thing looks incredible. But if you guys are looking for the best and most affordable auto body products and the most user-friendly products in the world, head on over to www.speedokote.com. They have everything you guys need, start to finish, to get your projects done. Primers, detail products after you paint it, to keep it clean, clear coats, base coats, you name it, we got it all. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, new videos every week. If you guys go onto the Speedokote website, select Marco as your sales rep, all the proceeds are going to get dumped back into the YouTube page and help me show you guys how to make cars great again. Later.